This is a guide on how to use the interactive schedule of assets and liabilities for the FCFCOA Family Property Pilot. The interactive schedule provides the way for you to model proposals and outcomes. You will find that the information that was captured through the questionnaire is already entered here. In order to edit any of the items that you have already added, click on the item. A right-hand panel will appear, which will allow you to revise fields such as the ownership, the description, the type of asset, and the proposed value. Depending on the type of asset, there are also other fields which would be useful for you to enter now because they will generate later on into the minute of order or any potential draft consent orders. You can save, cancel, or the other option is to delete the asset. If you have missed any items, you can add them using the add button on the top right-hand corner. You can see here that we can add an asset, a liability, superannuation, and a cash payment. And again, if you click on that, a right-hand panel will appear where you can go through and enter the relevant information. You can propose whether to keep, transfer, sell, or divide each item and view the impact of the proposal on the overall outcome. Click on Propose Something to activate the sliders and move it back and forth to change who keeps it, if it is sold, or how much each person gets. In this example, the family home will be sold and divided equally, as well as the joint bank account. Alexander proposes to keep his shares in Telstra, retain his vehicle and his antique stamp collection. He's happy for Sophia to retain her investment property and her Toyota Camry. Alexander has a credit card, which he is happy to retain. And for simplicity's sake, Alexander is going to retain his super and Sophia is going to retain her superannuation. As you can see, there is now a 50.95 to 49.05 split of the property pool. If you would like to see what a particular percentage split might look like, you can utilize the calculator function. The calculator function is this button here, where you can say, for example, look at what a 52 to 48 split might look like and apply it. This will then apply that split and apply a cash adjustment. There are more complex options that can be used within the calculator. If you click on the calculator and show all options, for example, there is an option to adjust any sort of cash payment against an asset or super fund. If you click on the drop-down menu, in this example, we're going to seek that any adjustment is applied against 30 Barker Street, Sydney. Let's click Update. You will see that the slider has moved slightly to a 52 to 48 split, which results in a further payment of around $42,000 to Alexander. There are further items on the top right-hand side that you can use. This is the Reorder button. Clicking here will display various options to reorder the items in the schedule by description, value, ownership, or type. The Show All Items button shows you the items with the values that you have entered. This is the default view for the schedule. The Show Net Proceeds button shows you the net value of the items. So for example, in this scenario, they have removed the overall value of the property minus the mortgage. So this will show you the practical effect of how much will be left over when everything is sold or transferred or retained. The outcome panel automatically calculates the total asset pool and how much each person will receive as a percentage and money value. This is to help you see the practical effect of what you are proposing. The financial resources section contains any financial resources that need to be taken into account. You can add them by clicking Add. A financial resource is something that a party will benefit from in the long term. It might include a sum of money yet to be received, such as compensation or a redundancy payment or an inheritance. It could also be a benefit a party receives from someone else. When you have settled on the proposal you would like to make, click Next to move on to the disclosure step. If you want to change your proposal, you can come back to this step. Make sure that you generate your minute of order after you have made any changes to the schedule.